The holiday season is meant to be a very happy time, but for some people, they may not feel too joyous. They actually feel sad, and that is the topic of this segment. SAD is seasonal affective disorder. Here to tell us what that means and whether or not you have it and what signs you could look for are two of our friends from Pathway to Recovery, which is right up the street here in downtown Hazleton. Eileen Panzarella is the prevention director at Pathway to Recovery, and Matthew McAloose is a drug and alcohol specialist. So Eileen, I guess first of all, what are the signs of SAD?
So some of the signs are, just feeling down, depressed. You might be having some sleep issues. Maybe a change in your appetite can also be part of it, where and maybe you've lost interest in the holidays. You don't want to be involved in family gatherings or things that you used to enjoy in the past over the holiday season. Can also be a sign of it. Just low energy levels.
Wow. So I guess there can be probably a lot of causes to this. So tell us maybe why some people experience this.
Yeah, so it's something that happens like usually late fall and could last even to the spring. And one of the things is the lack of sunlight. And especially in our area, we don't have a lot of sunny days. So that lack of sunlight can be a cause. There can be some family history of it too, where we see it, in generations. And if you've experienced a loss this year, that could bring it on too.
Do people realize that they have this, or do they think this is just a normal way to feel?
Maybe sometimes that they realize it, but they think, oh well, whatever, nothing can be done about it, or it's just something I have to live with, how I'm feeling.
Do you see people coming to your office with this?
Occasionally we do. We do have more drug and alcohol issues coming into our office, but we also offer mental health counseling now, so we are starting to see some of this. If people want to reach out, there is people that you can talk to. Talk therapy is one of the great ways to kind of deal with it.
All right, so treatment is offered at Pathway to Recovery. So Matt, I'm going to turn to you on this then. So treatment is available. People may not realize that, and maybe they're watching this and they're like, that sounds like me, but do you think a lot of people will actually do something about it?
Oh, I would hope so. We're there at Pathway to Recovery. Basically, the treatment side, finding those positive or those negative thoughts and kind of trying to change them into something more positive. So identifying them and working around that. Also, there's awesome relaxation techniques, like meditation is huge, kind of to deal with that down mood, and light therapy, as Eileen mentioned. They make special light bulbs that you can purchase for your home to get that set up an hour in the morning or an hour at night to get that sunlight.
You were saying before, though, a lot of people just don't get treated for it. They kind of think, oh, this just comes this time of the year.
Yep, so a lot of people will just kind of push through this without coming in for treatment, but for those people that aren't able to kind of push through that, we're here.
Can this lead to a more severe depression type situation?
If left untreated, potentially, but everyone's different.
If they're feeling any of the symptoms that you mentioned, best thing to do is to give you a call, because the worst thing that can happen, you're going to get help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and maybe it's a very mild, and they'll just give them some ideas, some suggestions. Like Matt said, getting one of those light bulbs, whenever there is sunlight, making sure that you're out in it for a period of time. Even just going for a walk, getting out in nature can really help too. Things to lift up your spirit. Maybe volunteering at one of the Christmas dinners that we have in town, can make you feel good when you're helping other people. So they can give you ideas, and maybe you just need that one time talking. If it's more severe, then we're there to help.
All right. Thank you both so much. Great advice for this time of the year. We want everyone to enjoy the holiday season, but if you are experiencing any of the symptoms of SAD, which is seasonal affective disorder, call the experts at Pathway to Recovery.